Well, ni hao guys, my name is Jebs and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Last time we left off, we were able to find out more about Gregory. Now, he was the one that was only a year old. And we found out about Gus. He was flying the kite and everything. He was a bit of a punk kid. He didn't really agree with his parents getting a divorce and his father remarrying. But, yeah, that's where we left off last time. And then
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
And then Dawn is the mother of Edie. Or Edith, not Edie. Edie's the older grandmother. Or maybe, I don't know. Edith. Dawn is the mother of Edith. So, I don't know if I think I already did this. Maybe it didn't save after I did it. So, if it didn't, I'll just skip ahead to right after this. Okay, so I had to play through that little scene for Gus once again. I guess it saved right beforehand. But now that we have it, and we have our list up. So, we have gotten Odin, Barbara, Molly, Calvin, Sam, Walter, Gus, Gregory, and that's it so far. I wonder when we are ever going to find out about our own mother of Dawn, because she is dead. It says 1968 to 2016, so she is no longer with us. So how are we going to find out about her? Because there's nothing here for her. Or did she try to hide? That's what I would like to know. Alright, is there any secret doorways? Any secretness? Oh, there's a... Oh, that's cool! They have a secret, like a... rock climbing things drilled into the wall. That's really cool. Man, I haven't gone rock climbing in a while.
After her brothers died.
Oh. Yeah, that would make sense. You wouldn't want to be in the same room anymore.
It was as far away as she could get.
Man. Isn't this not, like, too safe to do? Climb up that much? One wrong step and then you're dead. Alright. Okay, there's that. Okay, let me look at some other things before that.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, nice. That's cool. Alright. Guess we gotta look at this.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
That's right, because her dad, I think I'm correct on this, her dad was the one that was hunting with her, and then the deer knocked him off of the hill there. Oh,
my mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
That's cool.
Lewis was born a year later.
Who's Lewis? Why am I stuck? Okay, there we go. Who is Lewis? Do we have another... This is a very spooky view. Do we have another brother? Don't have to worry about that. And let's not fall off there, please. Okay, I guess the only way to go is upstairs.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Oh.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Man. Milton. Lewis. Edith. Oh! So Lewis was my brother. So, what happened to him? And what happened to Milton?
And to see kids in the house again.
Huh. Very interesting.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I know I say things are interesting a lot. It's just the way my mind copes.
For a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Weird. So I didn't really know too much about Lewis. I know Milton was mentioned earlier. Huh. Yeah, Milton was like mentioned in the very start of the game. But what really happened here? Okay, I can't really look at anything here. Alright, I guess through this way we go. This does not look safe.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
This doesn't look too safe. It does not look safe and sturdy. Oh boy, but they like to build on their houses out here. Okay, can we look through the hole? Milton.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
That's cool. This is a really interesting house. This is a very interesting hand-built home that it's added on through the years. And this is the second rendition of this home. Okay, I just want to make sure there's nothing else out here. Okay, I guess not. Okay. Let's go inside. Alright. This is a really cool room. I would love to have a room like this. So he was a painter. It seems like a lot of people in this family were like artists and stuff. Like Edie was an artist. She would always do portraits and stuff. That's cool. That's cool. Did he make this like 3D modeling? Of like a dream house or something? That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay. Let's see what the... Oh! Oh, no, this is cool. He had like a observatory up top. That is so cool. I'm sorry that I keep saying everything's cool, but it is. It's really cool. Man, he did a lot. Milton, 1992. How old was my brother?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's a flip book. That's so cool. Man. That is really cool. I'm loving the different styles of how they introduce each character, like the way they are, their characteristics and everything. It's very detailed. Yeah, I remember that was he was painting a door in downstairs. So I guess this was like his imagination. He imagined his own, like a whole nother dimension for himself. That is super interesting. 2003.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
So he disappeared. He never said that he actually died. There's a chance he could still be out there. I don't think they'll go too much farther into that. Okay, the last two people, or the last few people there is Edie, and then my mother Dawn, and then Lewis. Alright. Alright. Let's see what else we have. Let's continue the story. This odd and interesting story. How do I get back down? Okay. I guess we go back to the rope.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Man. So my mother, I guess, was the last person here.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh. What did he find? What did he find? What's so interesting that he found? Huh. I didn't notice the stairway. Let's go up this.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
They put a whole boat up here. How did they do that? It's so cool. This house is full of character.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
So I guess this is Lewis? Oh, it is Lewis. 1988 to 2010.
Everyone always
6
told him to
years,
stay
not
out of
too long ago
Lewis's
for me.
room. Except Lewis.
That's interesting room. It's kind of cool. A lot of neon lights there. Okay. All right. So I guess we're able to go this way. Oh well, this way leads to nothing. Okay, let's not fall to our deaths. All right. I'm fascinated. How did they get a boat up here? But that's really cool. You can do like the whole. You can do the whole. Don't let go, Jack. Don't let go. You can do the whole Titanic thing up here. That's funny. Man, I have swings up here to see the sunsets and everything. To see the vastness of this. I guess it would be an ocean, or I mean not an ocean, like a lake. Man, that's so cool. All right, let's go inside the boat. A boat inside of a tree. I mean, we've seen weirder. Let's go down into it. Why not?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
San Juan Ale. Lewis Finch locker contents. Huh. Yeah, I think he was a very high person in the way he lived, and in the way he lived, if you know what I mean. Okay, Don Finch. What's this?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh. So that's what I'm doing now?
He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself.
What did
In
he
our
do?
sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
What is that? Can I grab it? I can't reach for it.
wander.
Whoa. Oh. Oh, that's cool. It's like I'm carrying him. Or not carrying him, but I'm using him.
I asked him to describe it.
So I have to like multitask here.
He said he started small,
This is so cool.
imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Whoa. This is weird. Is it like a dinosaur? Or dragon
And
with
things
wings?
that have not names.
Whoa.
He knew it was all in his head.
Whoa. Huh.
But he took it very seriously.
I'm
I
like,
had hoped he'd find himself.
I'm not barely paying attention to these fish now. This is cool. He's like on a little adventure in his head.
But he found something more.
Oh, that is so cool. I don't even know if I have to focus on this fish
I
anymore.
worried about him then,
Whoa.
daydreaming at the cannery.
Yeah, that's maybe not the safest thing to do.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Oh, my
I even
imagination's getting
encouraged
bigger.
It seemed very promising at first.
Whoa.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
It's like my imagination is growing. I mean, this is totally different than like
On the
daydreaming
edge
at
of
your
a city
job.
he named Lewis Topia. He
Whoa.
built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Hi. Hey there, buddy. Oh, this is so cool.
Then he made musicians.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, at a job like this, you kind of have to have your mind
songs for them to
going
play.
on something. And he literally created a
about
whole world in his
starting a
head. Oh, that's awesome.
And he was always humming something.
This is
Every day his
so cool.
imagination grew stronger.
I mean, that's a good thing. Imagination
He no longer spoke at
is
the cannery.
awesome. I mean, you can
But his
literally
chopping
create
was as
worlds in
reliable
your
as ever.
brain.
Then one day it struck him
Or did he accidentally cut off his hand?
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were
I have
all
a
in
feeling
his
something bad
imagination.
happened. Oh,
So
come
he
on.
could do whatever he wished.
Like what? What can we do? This
He
is so
held an
cool.
election for mayor. And he won.
Oh, that's awesome. This is so cool. All right, I guess we
They begged
became
him to
mayor
stay,
in the city.
but his mind was already wandering.
Huh. I guess time to move on.
It became a game for him.
Oh wow, we're still doing the fish thing. Okay. Wow,
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
that's so interesting. Yeah, your mind is like so complex.
New Louisville.
To be able to do creating like worlds in your
St.
brain.
Louis.
St. Louis, that's funny. I mean,
He started
even
drifting
now.
away from our reality.
Even now, a lot of people use that for like making movies and stuff, creating worlds in your brain, writing books, making stories, writing songs. You create this different world
Minneapolis.
in your head.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Oh wow, he totally forgot where he
Even as
was.
his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Oh wow. He was gone. He completely switched realities.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of
A beautiful prince, handsome queen. Wait, what? Those terms are completely flipped.
handsome queen.
Handsome queen. Oh, I'm running low on. I'm running large on fish. I'm backing up. Okay. Okay, whoa. Why is everything all weird now?
The queen was on her own quest for
The radiant rainbows?
radiant rainbows.
This is the longest and most interesting character story that I have yet to have in this game. This is so cool. Through the rainbows!
He followed the sound of her
A silver harp, electric sitar, why not?
electric sitar.
And this turned into like a choose your own adventure kind of a thing. That's cool.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
And like my world is almost completely gone.
He knew the
I'm
world
almost
was all in his imagination.
I'm almost completely indulged in my imagination. Which can at one point become dangerous. Man. I'm
But he was
completely
so
now third
proud of
person.
having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Whoa. Man, this would be an awesome movie.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I mean, what would you rather have? Being awesome, amazing, the coolest dude in all of time?
My imagination is as
Or some
real
chopping
as my body,
fish guy.
he told me.
Whoa.
It was hard to argue with him.
Hats off to you. Whoa. Here we are. Okay, so I guess this is like the locker room for our work, our job. This looks like my locker. That explains why he would always hide, because he would always, like, have his imagination. Oh, so he was the one that was bringing out the Chinese food. Oh.
He began to forget the world we know.
Oh, wow, this is the entire factory. That's a lot of fish.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Whoa, is this like a Molly situation right now? I'm looking at myself. Oh.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
I'm guessing that's me. Is a part of me gonna go in that guillotine? Hi? Or maybe not. Maybe that's not me. Maybe that's just somebody else. Okay, that's
I
better.
still thought I could save him.
Huh. Why is this going up to the window?
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Man, he should have wrote that down and made it an awesome novel.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Oh. That's pretty cool. Hi, everybody. Even the theme music is so cool. I would love to see this as a movie, or even read it as a book. That's one giant cat. Oh my goodness.
In including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Right. This is one imagination. To be able to literally create an entire world, and then you become so great yourself in your head that you become the ruler of everything. Tally-ho! Faceless warrior.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
I'm gonna be announced king, guys. Well, Lewis is.
There was only one thing left to do.
Oh wow. My queen awaits.
Bend down his head.
Oh, I see what this is. I knew something was gonna get chopped. Don't do it. I don't want to be gay.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
He had the most amazing imagination I've ever heard a person have. And that amazing imagination is the cause of his death.
My brother was
Man.
really cool. I wish you could have met him.
That is so cool. And again, who am I talking to? I'm obviously talking to somebody. My goodness, this is interesting as heck right now. Man. You sound like the most interesting person you would ever meet. Okay, how do I get out of here? Okay. Okay, I guess the last couple of people is Edie and my mom, Dawn. Let's see, how long have we been recording this? It's 25 minutes?
On the way back from Lewis's funeral,
We'll see how long
my
we
mom
can go
told me to start packing.
with this episode.
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
No.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
So whose room is this?
I wish we'd stayed.
Oh, packing popcorn.
But I understand why we left.
It's just too much in this. Just too much that happened here. I would understand also why to leave. Man, a lot has happened here.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Man, she like packed everything but just left it here. Man.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
I mean, I guess
Maybe
you
it
could have
should
seen
come
it.
sooner.
I don't know. Hey, little birdie, are you real? I don't think you're real. Alright, up the ladder we go.
But it had to end one way or another.
How high is this house?
All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Wait. That says Edith. That's me. Tell who about the last night? Excuse me? Hello? Whoa. Okay, so we have been
That whole
playing as
last
me.
day,
As Edie.
Edie
Or
just
Edith.
watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it?
So this is where
The
everything was
grown-ups
left
have
last
to
time.
argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Oh boy. So I guess Edie died here, I guess. She lived all her days in this house
the
for the
power
rest
had
of her
been
life.
shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
There was
Or
another
that
entrance?
Edie had a key to it.
Ah. Edie. Edie's a sneaky one. Okay, can we get in? Alright. Oh wow, this is big.
That thing
Wait.
you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Ay.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Ay.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch. She even wrote a book about it all.
Dear Edith,
For
there's
me.
so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh wow, we can really see the seabed or the waterbed down there. Wow, we can clearly see the old destroyed house.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Wait, are we gonna go to the old
There'd
house?
been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Huh.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful.
I mean, I bet there's probably a lot of dead things down
I've
here.
seen that house every day of my life.
Whoa. So I guess I'm Edie?
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Oh, I'm Edie and I'm walking to the old house.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh. That's not good. What if the water just suddenly comes on back?
I got turned around.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's pretty foggy. I could barely see in front of me. I can see a little bit. Oh boy.
For a while, I wandered.
Where am I
I
going?
started seeing things.
Hey. That was a deer in the middle of the lake bed. Again, not the weirdest thing that we've encountered, but okay.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like what? What exactly? There's
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Huh.
That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Whoa.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Oh wow, we made our way back to the house, alright. Okay.
Things I can't explain.
wow, it's fixed.
But that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
Oh boy.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
I mean, the mother here lost her 2 kids. You're her only child left. I mean,
I never saw Great Grandma.
she'd be freaked out quite some bit. And there goes Edie.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh wow, where'd she go?
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
That's me controlling your arm, by the way.
A few years went by.
Huh.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Oh boy. Oh man, what'd she get sick with?
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Man. This is a lot to take in.
Last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Well,
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
man.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Whoa.
This journal was supposed to be for you.
So I'm guessing I
Now
had
you'll
a
never see it.
child. Am I being
I just want to
birthed?
meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
How did I die? How did Edith
I guess
die?
if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
I guess not. Will they ever explain how Edith died? And then I'm born in the light.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Wow. Man. What an emotional roller coaster. Wow. Almost has me speechless right now. Story by Giant Sparrow. Man, this, I guess it's the end of the game now, but my goodness. For Shirley Dallas. Huh. Man. Okay, I'm just gonna let the credits roll now, but just some recapping and just how I felt throughout this gameplay. This has been the most intriguing, like, experience of a game that I've ever played. Like, not just like a story being told, even that alone was so fascinating. Like the characters that were in the whole family, the way that they drew you in from each character, their own story, their own characteristics, their own quirks. And then in those stories, the emotional part of it, where they make you connect with them. They make you like care about each character in their own special ways. And then when they're gone, it hits you. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it hits me a little bit. Because then I start to, I start to care and connect with these characters. It's just like, man, and they're gone so quick. Like Gregory, he was only a year old. Age didn't matter for this family of when they went and left. Then who's to say what's going to happen with the son? I was right. I knew it was a son. It was somebody. I knew it was going to be a child of Edith. But who's to say what's going to happen to him? And then will he lend the book that his mother, Edith, wrote for him to his next kids, if anything ever happens to him? Will this be a continuous story from the very beginning of the Finches? Man, this was again an emotional roller coaster. But that's all I have to say about this game for now. But in the comments down below, let me know what you guys thought about this game, what you thought about the characters, and like your emotions throughout the playthrough. And I thank you guys so much for joining in on this one with me. And hopefully to see all you lovely people in the next one. Zaggle Jabs. See you on the flip side.